I'm the late night cat. Total waste of time. All right. And we shouldn't be wasting time tonight. We got such great guests. My first guest is an Academy Award-winning writer who starred in such films as Good Will Hunting, The Talented Mr. Ripley, and The Bourne Identity. Starting today, he can be seen in the new movie Stuck on You. Please welcome Matt Damon. Thanks for being here.
You bet.
That doesn't get old, right?
No, that's great.
That's nice. Lady. There's a thing that happens when women see us together that...
I know. It happens whenever
when you walk around without me, people are like, well, where? I don't understand.
This doesn't happen to me when you're not around
Exactly.
either, right?
I know. It's terrible. You know what's funny is that people have this, I think, this image of movie stars as, having a great life. And there's a lot that's good about it. But you in particular, you work insanely hard. You're working constantly. We don't, we see you, I think, every time you're here in the country, but you're always out filming something all the time. Isn't that true?
As much as until they figure me out, yeah.
Right. And so, like, for now, it's working for me.
Absolutely.
But you were for the holidays, you were shooting in Prague. Is that right?
Yeah, I was in Prague for about 6 months, and now I'm in Germany shooting the sequel to The Bourne Identity. Yeah, so I've been out of the country for about 7 months now.
Now, here's what's weird. I don't know if you found this to be true, but you get so used to living in this country. You got your Halloween, your Thanksgiving, your Christmas. But when you're over there, especially Halloween, Thanksgiving, they don't have those holidays, but they have their own sort of strange Euro holidays.
Yeah. They have weird holidays. I remember walking down the street one night, and there were just all these drunk Swiss people, and their faces were painted, and I said, what the hell is going on? They had like French horns and bagpipes, and it was just weird.
Right.
And I said, what's going on? They said, this is Einenschlassen Day. I was like, well, what the hell does that mean?
Right,
they said, it's the day of the ghost.
You're like, great, good for you.
I go to the set, I'm trying to, I'm wishing people a happy Thanksgiving, and, obviously it turns out the Pilgrims didn't go to Germany. So
they kept really going, which is why we get to eat turkey.
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly.
But what I found is that, and this is going to sound terrible, I know I had my whole rant against the tree, but their holidays, like our holidays are based on, like, have presents and food, and it's really fun. When you're over there, I've said, like, what's today all about? And they'll be like, oh, today's the day we put a sausage under your pillow and you go to bed right away. What happens today? Today you put on wet clothes and turn around 3 times and then get hit in the face, and yeah, that's actually a real one.
Yeah, they're not holidays, they're kind of punishments.
Punishments, yeah. There's, and so, I don't know, I think you'd probably get homesick for just...
I do. I miss it. I mean, I had a whole Thanksgiving dinner. I invited everyone. So the Americans who were over there all came over. We had turkey and stuff. Yeah, you definitely get homesick for that stuff.
And, of course, home, same for both of us. We're both from the Boston area, Boston, Massachusetts. Do you get, I know that's sad, pretty big city, but no, it's like one guy in the back. Go Patriots. I better shut up. But when you go home to Boston, it's a tough town about celebrity. Do you get them trying to sort of almost, they're proud of you, but they also want to take you down a notch? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, well, they have that saying there about, they don't want you to ever big time them.
Right.
So it's like, you're not big timing me, are you?
Yeah.
Are you big timing me? It's like, no, I didn't even know you were saying hello. I didn't.
Right.
I'm not big timing you, man.
Big timing me. The problem is, I usually am trying to big time them. I'm usually like a monocle and a top hat. Yes. I'm such a big star. I've had, like, flying to Logan Airport, and you go look for the cab line, and I was looking for the cab line, and I accidentally, I swear to God, walked towards the front of the cab line looking for the cab line, and the guy was like, hey there, TV star, get to the back in front of everybody, and they're all like, yeah.
See, it's tougher for you, too, because you're tall, so you're harder to miss.
Yeah, I don't do incognito very well. I've always said that when I try and, like, travel incognito, it's like Big Bird putting on some glasses and a hat. Just going back. Let's talk about this movie, because this is, it's the Farrelly brothers, who we're all very familiar with their work, and they don't disappoint. They make really funny movies, and they're not afraid to go for a big, stupid idea and make it work. And this movie I mean,
and they did it again.
And they did it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear the idea. You hear the idea for this film, and you say they've done it again. This is a funny idea, and they're just going for it. It's you and Greg Kinnear
yeah.
are Siamese twins,
conjoined
twins.
We prefer the term conjoined.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. That's probably inappropriate what I just said. That'll be edited out.
That's
and then,
that same guy who's writing you the letter about the tree is going to be writing you a letter about that.
No, he's not going to care about that. He's gonna, you are conjoined twins. Is the politically correct term? Let's all get that straight. I'm disappointed in all of you. And you are, and to make this movie, you guys had to actually be harnessed together.
Right. Yeah.
And I thought, I used to think, well, they'll just make big shirts and you can both get in the shirt, but they wanted it to make it look somewhat realistic and for the physical comedy. So you're strapped to Greg Kinnear for how long did it take to make this movie?
4 months. We didn't go home and sleep together. I mean, at the end of the day...
There was that one time, come on.
He was drunk.
Yeah. You took advantage.
Finally. Yeah.
No, that's in the tabloids. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was about 14 hours a day that we would, we'd put the harness on, and then actually there were days where we have our shirts off, and that was a prosthetic makeup job that they did, fronts, backs, and kind of the middle section.
Right.
That took like 12 hours just to get ready to go to shoot. So it was a pretty big undertaking.
Now, and it's something where when you're in that situation, you can't get out of it quickly, meaning you can't unhook quickly, say, if Mother Nature calls. I'm just imagining there's a lot of problems there when you're attached to another actor.
Yes, well, there are the problems that you would expect, although we took the oath of two at the beginning of the whole process.
The oath of two. Explain the oath of two.
Well, when you go to the bathroom, you got your number one, you got your number two.
Right.
And we took the oath of two, which was, I don't care if it's Montezuma's revenge, man. I am not sitting next to you.
There are some things I'll do for my craft, and then there are other things I will not do.
Absolutely. I work hard, I believe in what I do, but, man, there's not a chance you're going to hand me, like, Sports Illustrated and have me sit this one out, man. No way.
This won't take long, I promise you. Right.
But I mean, for guys, we stand next to each other all the time in the, public urinals, so that wasn't too big a step, although, we're not normally, cozy, So that was a bit of a...
Right, urinals have been spaced by,
a lot of... an engineer came up with this.
An engineer has allowed men enough space so that they have their zone, their own discrete zone.
Call it a splash zone.
A splash zone?
Yeah.
Wow. Not often someone knows the technical term. You've looked into this, I see.
Before this movie, I had to, yeah.
You bring a ruler when you're there? No, this is not up to code. So, all right, so that's good. So at least you had some rules. And did you guys get sick of each other when you were
Actually, no. Greg is a really, really funny guy. And he, the kind of definition of hell would be doing this movie harnessed to someone who was a real jackass. I mean, that would be horrible, obviously. But Greg and I...
Because I read for this part, and they said no chance. They said that you turned me down.
Yeah. Well, there was also the height differential.
Yeah. You thought I was big time.
Yeah, we were big time.
Oh, yeah,
go ahead.
No,
it's your show, man.
I insist. No, please. You got the Oscar, right? I don't got nothing. I got a bowling trophy from 1978. I was going to mention we have a clip here for Stuck on You. Tell us what we need to know to appreciate.
I think this is the scene where he and I get in a... Basically, the movie's about these two brothers, and I'm a short order cook in Martha's Vineyard, and obviously so is he. But he wants to be an actor, and he wants to try his luck in Hollywood. And so the movie's about us going to Hollywood and him trying to break into the business. And I have this email relationship that I've been fostering for kind of 3 years, and this girl lives in California. And so, at any rate, the movie follows these brothers as they kind of take on the world. And it's a really kind of uplifting movie. And in this scene, however, I'm angry at my brother, and we've just gotten out of jail because well, he got drunk and I was driving, but if you split his blood alcohol level in two, I would be legally drunk. So we're just getting out of jail, and we have an argument. So that's the scene.
Let's take this clip from Stuck on You.
You know what? That's it. I'm not going another step until you apologize to me. Hey, did you hear me? Hey, don't you walk away from me. Did you hear what I said? Don't you walk up. Whoa. Yeah, you better run.
It's a funny idea. Stuck on You is in theaters now.
It is, and anyone who's watching this show right now is not at the movies watching the movie, so shame on all of you.
If you're watching now, flee the television after you watch the rest of the show for ratings purposes, and then go see the movie, the late showing. You know what? I know you're very busy. Very nice of you to make time
thanks,
for us.
Conan.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Matt Damon, everybody. Kevin Pollak coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.